everyone. Happy summer. I think the other day they said it's officially summer, maybe a week ago or something like that. Bottom line is a lot of you guys out there are already out of school and enjoying your summer. Lots of you also, though, different parts in the country, interesting how that works, are still in school. So continue to send in your letters. And now we're starting the process, and I mentioned this, over summer, we're going back kind of in our archives and pulling out a lot of interesting letters that you guys mailed in that we never really had a chance to get to and read them on the air. We read them, but we haven't had a chance to read them on the air, and we will do that. But let's get going right now, and here we go. Okay, I had to look for it. Was it last week or maybe 2 weeks ago, we were talking about different adventures and adventure ideas, and I must have asked you if you have any adventure ideas, or maybe you took it upon yourself to say, hey, you know what? I always love to share my opinion. And that is true. Whenever we do our virtual visits or school visits, and Director Denny can attest to this, you guys always have brilliant ideas. I actually ask you for feedback on where you think we should go on our next adventure. And then we put it up on our big board like I've explained before. And we narrow down our list. But we always are interested in your ideas about where we should go on an adventure. And first up, so it's kind of, that's the theme this week, your adventure ideas. First up is from Cheryl, who is in the 3rd grade from the great state of Arizona. And she says, Dear Mr. Mark, I think we should go to the Grand Canyon on your next adventure. That is a wonderful idea. The Grand Canyon, there's so much to do there, right? So much that we could learn about. We could go down the Whitewater Rapids. We could do a little rock climbing. We could somehow incorporate Mr. Lazy into the mix like we always have to as we write the scripts. And there's plenty of animals for the environment that we can learn about and come in contact with. I like that idea. From the great state of Arizona, of course. Arizona, Grand Canyon. Very nice. Cheryl, excellent, in the 3rd grade. Let's put that down. Ooh, look at this paper right here. Wow, lime green. Where is this from? Katie, 3rd grade, from the great state of Tennessee. I don't know if we've had one from Tennessee come in. Well, we do now. I have an adventure idea. I have an adventure idea to go to Disney World. My family went there last summer, and it was so much fun. What do you think? Excuse me. Well, Katie, I think that's a great idea, too. I would love to do an adventure in Disney World. There's one problem. I don't think Disney World would let us do an adventure using all their stuff. There lies our problem, but it's a wonderful idea. So many fun rides, so much to do at Disney World or Disneyland, or we could go all around the world to the different Disney partners and parks. But gosh, wouldn't that be fun? Would that not be a lot of fun? Space Mountain, chasing Mr. Lacy on Big Thunder Mountain, running the Catch and Mega Mode, the train that goes around the park, eating healthy snacks throughout the day to keep our energy up. But Katie, in the 3rd grade from Tennessee, thank you for sharing your idea. Next up, let's see. What is this? I haven't read it yet, but there's some faces there. This is from Joey, 5th grade from the great state of South Dakota. Mr. Mark. Joey's serious. There's no dear Mr. Mark. It's Mr. Mark. I'm just kidding. I have an adventure idea. I think we should go on an adventure to Mount Rushmore. I have been there, and it's cool. Joey, 5th grade, South Dakota. I was going to say there's a theme going on where the adventures always are taking place in our home states, but Tennessee, there's no Disney World in Tennessee. But Mount Rushmore with, that's what the 4 faces are. The 4 presidents, right there. And the 4 presidents on Mount Rushmore. Hang on, we'll get to your idea. Break it down a little bit. Let's see. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Roosevelt, Abe Lincoln. And I bet you that's Abe Lincoln because it looks like he has a beard. That's good. You know what, though? That would be really cool. One, I personally have never been there, but there's so much history. And when they started carving it out of the side of the mountain, we can learn all about that and what it took. I think it started in 1920s, and it took, I think, 15, 20 years to actually do it all. But we could learn all about that. We could climb up it, and based on the National Treasures movie that we liked, or at least I liked, there's tunnels and stuff like that. But the wonderful environment over there, is it by the Black Hills? Maybe it's by the Black Hills in South Dakota. Somewhere in that area, but there's all kinds of really cool animals that we'll learn about. Very good idea. This, my good friends, is why I ask for your adventure ideas. Grand Canyon, Disney World, and Mount Rushmore. Pretty awesome. We will put them on our board, and that's how we will find out where we're going to go next on our adventure. Great job, everybody. Continue to send in your adventure ideas, but I'm going to ask this for you for next week's Mr. Mark's Mailbag show. I do virtual visits, as you know, throughout the country, with schools in every single state. And one question I always ask the kids is, what makes your school special? I always like to learn a little bit about the schools that I'm speaking with. And I think it's a really neat thing to hear from you, the students who are at the school every single day. What do you like about it? What do you love about it? What makes your school special? So put that in the back of your mind as an idea that if you haven't written in yet, why don't you write it? Let me know what makes your school special. And then you could do your other normal mailbag. If you already have a mailbag question written out, just send it in anyway. Maybe you could do the other one down the road. So that is for next week. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Mr. Mark's Mailbag. You guys have a great summer. Make sure you're outside playing. And as always, keep it moving.